Why has Japan developed so rapidly? When we think of Japan, a few things immediately pop into our heads: precision, punctuality, cherry blossoms, and anime. Immediately pop into our heads means suddenly come to mind. It's a natural way to say that we quickly think of something. Maybe even a Shinkansen, bullet train, flying past Mount Fuji. Flying past here doesn't literally mean flying like a bird. It means moving extremely fast. But how on earth did a nation devastated in 1945 by 2 atomic bombs, under occupation, and with limited natural resources become one of the most technologically advanced, economically robust, and culturally significant countries in the world? How on earth means how is it even possible? It adds emotion or surprise. Devastated means completely destroyed or damaged. Under occupation means controlled by a foreign military power, in this case, the US. Limited natural resources means they didn't have a lot of useful materials like oil, gas, or minerals. Technologically advanced means having very modern technology. Economically robust means having a strong and healthy economy. Culturally significant means very important or influential in terms of culture. It's a question that fascinates not just historians or economists, but anyone curious about how human potential can bloom under pressure. Fascinates means deeply interests. Bloom under pressure means to grow or succeed when things are difficult. Like a flower blooming in a tough place. And the answer isn't just one thing. It's a synergy of choices, events, and cultural quirks that came together in a way that seems, in hindsight, almost inevitable. Synergy means different parts working together to create something better. Cultural quirks means little unusual or unique things about a culture. In hindsight means when you look back, things seem clearer. Inevitable means something that was bound to happen or impossible to avoid. So let's break it down. Not in a dry textbook way, but in a way that makes sense. Real life, real decisions, real consequences. Break it down means explain it in a simple way. Dry textbook way means boring and hard to connect with. 1. The fall and the phoenix. After World War II, Japan wasn't just bruised, it was flatlined. Flatlined is a metaphor from medicine, when someone's heart stops beating. Here it means completely destroyed or without life. 2 cities, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, were erased. Erased means completely destroyed, like they were wiped off the map. Over 3 million people died. The economy was in ruins, cities were burning, and morale was rock bottom. In ruins means completely broken or destroyed. Morale was rock bottom means people's spirit or hope was extremely low. And yet, within 3 decades, Japan transformed from ashes into an industrial superpower. Within 3 decades means in less than 30 years. From ashes is a reference to something rising after being destroyed, like a phoenix. Industrial superpower means a country that leads the world in manufacturing and technology. How? The first key factor was US intervention, both a necessity and a blessing in disguise. US intervention means the US got involved. Necessity means something that was needed. A blessing in disguise means something that looks bad at first, but turns out to be good. While it's easy to view occupation as something negative, in Japan's case, it served as a kind of radical reboot. Radical reboot means a complete restart, like resetting everything and starting over in a bold way. General Douglas MacArthur's reforms, land redistribution, democratization, and economic restructuring, provided a base for long-term growth. Land redistribution means giving land more equally to people. Democratization means making the political system more democratic. Economic restructuring means changing the way the economy works. Provided a base means gave a strong foundation. Factories were rebuilt not just better, but smarter. Not just better, but smarter means not only improved physically, but also improved in how they operated. Industries shifted from wartime manufacturing to consumer goods, focusing on textiles, steel, and machinery. Shifted from to means change direction or purpose. Wartime manufacturing means making things for war like weapons. Consumer goods means products for everyday people to use. Textiles means fabrics and clothing materials. This pivot wasn't optional. It was survival. Pivot means a big change in direction. Wasn't optional means they had no choice. It was survival means it was necessary just to stay alive or keep the country going. And in that survival mode, Japanese innovation began to ferment. Survival mode means doing whatever it takes to survive. Began to ferment means started to grow or develop, like an idea brewing slowly. Second, culture. This is where it gets really interesting. This is where it gets really interesting means this part is more exciting or important than the last. Economics can only go so far in explaining a country's rise. Can only go so far means it can only explain part of the story. It has limits. What makes Japan different, what makes it thrive, is its culture. To thrive means to grow and succeed very well. Japanese society holds collectivism, discipline, and craftsmanship in high regard. Holds. In high regard means respects or values something a lot. Collectivism means putting the needs of the group before the individual. Discipline means self-control, order, and following rules or structure. Craftsmanship means taking great care and pride in making something well. The concept of Kaizen, continuous incremental improvement, is baked into the national DNA. Kaizen means improving little by little, every day. Incremental improvement means small steps forward. Baked into the national DNA is an idiom that means it's a deep, natural part of how the country works or thinks. It's not about doing something big once. It's about doing something a little better every single day. Not about doing something big once means success doesn't come from one-time efforts. Every single day emphasizes the regular, consistent effort. A salaryman doesn't just clock in and out. Salaryman is a term for a white-collar office worker, common in Japan. Clock in and out means to just come to work and leave without being deeply involved. He's part of a team, a family unit of sorts, where the success of one means success for all. A family unit of sorts means something like a family, even if not literally one. Success of one means success for all shows a collective mindset. If one person does well, the whole group benefits. That attitude is incompatible with short-term thinking or sloppy execution. Incompatible with means it doesn't match or work well together. Short-term thinking means only thinking about now, not the future. Sloppy execution means doing something in a lazy or careless way. Toyota, Sony, Panasonic. These companies didn't explode onto the world stage by accident. Explode onto the world stage means suddenly become famous or successful around the world. By accident means it didn't just happen randomly. There was effort behind it. They were nurtured by a societal commitment to excellence and a refusal to settle for good enough. Nurtured means carefully grown or developed. Societal commitment to excellence means the whole society values doing things well. Refusal to settle for good enough means not being okay with just average work, always pushing for better. This cultural framework made it easier for Japan to adopt and adapt Western technologies, not by mimicking, but by perfecting them. Cultural framework means the way a culture is built or organized. Adopt means to take something in and use it. Adapt means to change it to fit your own needs. Mimicking means copying exactly. Perfecting means improving it and making it even better. Remember how American cars ruled the road in the 1950s? Ruled the road is an expression meaning they were the most popular or dominant. By the 1980s, Japanese cars, known for reliability, efficiency, and innovation, had overtaken them. Reliability means they rarely broke down. Efficiency means they used fuel or energy well. Innovation means new and creative design or ideas. Overtaken means became more successful then. And here's where it gets personal. I once asked a Japanese colleague why their team spent 3 times longer developing a new app feature than the American team. Gets personal means the writer is sharing a real story from their life. Spent 3 times longer means they took 3 times as much time. He said, because we don't build things to test. We build things to last. Build things to test means to make something quickly and see if it works, often used in fast-paced industries. Build things to last means making something strong and durable, so it stays useful for a long time. 3-point. Education. The silent revolution. Japan didn't just build factories. It built minds. Built minds means it focused on educating people and developing their thinking, not just making products. The Japanese education system is a marathon, not a sprint. A marathon, not a sprint, means it takes a long time and consistent effort. It's not about quick results, and it's not just about cramming for university exams. Cramming means studying a lot at the last minute before an exam. It's about shaping values, perseverance, humility, teamwork. Shaping values means helping students develop strong personal character. Perseverance means not giving up easily, even when things get hard. Humility means not thinking you're better than others. Teamwork means working well with others. Children clean their own classrooms. This shows students learn responsibility and respect for shared spaces. They don't rely on janitors. Teachers are deeply respected. Deeply respected means people in society admire and value teachers a lot. School lunches are eaten together, fostering a sense of community and shared responsibility. Fostering means helping something grow or develop. A sense of community means feeling like you belong and are connected with others. Shared responsibility means everyone is responsible, not just one person. It's no wonder that Japan consistently ranks in the top tiers of global education indexes. No wonder means it's not surprising. Consistently ranks in the top tiers means Japan is regularly among the best. Global education indexes means international rankings or reports about education quality. ... This foundation laid the groundwork for a highly literate, skilled, and disciplined workforce, capable of handling the demands of a modern economy. Foundation laid the groundwork means this early education created a strong base. Highly literate means people can read and write very well. Skilled means they have strong abilities. Disciplined means they are focused and follow rules. Handling the demands means managing or meeting the needs. A modern economy means today's fast-moving, technology-driven business world. Not to mention, Japan has one of the highest numbers of STEM graduates per capita, fueling its dominance in high-tech industries, robotics, and precision engineering. Not to mention means also, and it's impressive. STEM graduates means people who finish university in science, technology, engineering, or math. Per capita means per person in the population. Fueling its dominance means helping it lead or succeed. Precision engineering means making things with extreme accuracy and detail. 4. Geographic constraints as innovation triggers. Here's a twist. Japan's geography, often seen as a disadvantage, turned out to be a hidden weapon. Here's a twist means this is surprising or unexpected. Disadvantage means something that makes things harder. Hidden weapon means something that secretly gives power or success. With very limited natural resources, no oil, no vast agricultural land, Japan had no choice but to import raw materials and add value to them through innovation. Limited natural resources means not having much natural wealth like oil or large farmlands. Import raw materials means buy the basic materials from other countries. Add value means improve them so they become more useful or expensive. Through innovation means by using creativity and new ideas. This meant it had to get good at technology, manufacturing, and design. Get good at means become excellent in something. Manufacturing means making products in factories. Design means how something looks and works. Take Sony's Walkman, a cultural icon. Take means, for example. Walkman was a small device for listening to music on the go. A cultural icon means a product or idea that became very famous and shaped a generation. It wasn't the first portable music device, but it was the first one people wanted to use. Portable means easy to carry. People wanted to use means it was popular and attractive. That's Japan's signature move. Take something, make it smaller, sleeker, and smarter. Signature move means a special or recognizable style. Sleeker means smoother, more elegant. Smarter means better designed or more clever. Similarly, Japanese urban planning had to adapt to a mountainous, earthquake-prone terrain. Urban planning means how cities are designed and built. Mountainous means full of mountains. Earthquake-prone means likely to have earthquakes. Terrain means land or ground. Result? Earthquake-proof skyscrapers, hyper-efficient train systems, and meticulous infrastructure design. Earthquake-proof means built to stay safe during earthquakes. Hyper-efficient means very fast and effective. Meticulous infrastructure design means city systems, roads, bridges, etc., that are carefully and precisely planned. Japan's environment didn't just shape its buildings, it sculpted its mindset. Shape means influence or effect. Sculpted its mindset means it changed how people think and approach life. 5. The lifetime employment model. While the West obsessed over quarterly profits and downsizing, Japan was doing something radical in its own quiet way. Lifetime employment. Obsessed over means focused on something too much. Quarterly profits means how much money a company makes every 3 months. Downsizing means cutting jobs to reduce company costs. Radical in its own quiet way means very different or revolutionary, but not loudly or dramatically. Lifetime employment means staying at one job for your entire career. Most major companies adopted this model during the post-war boom. Post-war boom means the period of fast economic growth after World War II. Adopted this model means started using this system. You join the company out of college, and ideally, you stay there your whole career. Out of college means after graduating. Ideally means in a perfect or best-case situation. Your whole career means your entire working life. Promotions are based on seniority, not just performance. Seniority means how long you've been at the company. Performance means how well you do your job. Based on seniority means the longer you've been there, the more you move up. Loyalty is a two-way street. A two-way street means both sides give and receive. The employee is loyal, and the company is too. This model has its critics, and in today's economy, it's being slowly reimagined. Has its critics means not everyone agrees with it. Being slowly reimagined means people are changing or updating it over time. But it created stability, both for families and for businesses. Stability means steady and secure conditions with less risk or change. It allowed companies to invest in their workers and vice versa. Invest in their workers means spend time and money to help employees grow. Vice versa means the opposite is also true. Workers gave back to the company. Long-term planning became the norm, not the exception. The norm means the usual or standard way. Not the exception means it wasn't rare. Everyone did it. And it worked. The productivity gains, loyalty, and cohesion this generated were monumental. Productivity gains means people working more efficiently and getting better results. Loyalty means strong support and commitment to the company. Cohesion means unity and teamwork. Monumental means very big or important. 6. Technological prowess, not just robots and gadgets. Everyone knows Japan is tech-savvy, but the depth of that innovation goes beyond gadgets. Tech-savvy means very good with technology. Depth of that innovation means how serious and advanced their new ideas are. Goes beyond gadgets means it's not just about devices. It's bigger than that. They pioneered lean manufacturing, just-in-time logistics, and automation long before it was cool. Pioneered means we're the first to do something. Lean manufacturing means using fewer resources to make more. Just-in-time logistics means getting materials only when needed to avoid waste. Automation means machines or systems doing tasks instead of people. Long before it was cool means before others thought it was popular or useful. Japan didn't just ride the wave of the Fourth Industrial Revolution, it helped build the surfboard. Ride the wave means take advantage of a trend. Helped build the surfboard means helped create the trend itself. Fourth Industrial Revolution means the era of smart technologies, AI, robotics, etc. Shinkansen, the world's first high-speed rail network, running since 1964, and still never late. Shinkansen means Japan's famous bullet train. Never late means extremely reliable and punctual. QR codes? Invented by a Japanese engineer in the 90s to track auto parts. Track auto parts means follow or manage car components during production. Toilets? Don't even get me started. Warm seats, bidet functions, music, sensors. If you've ever used one, you'll never go back. Don't even get me started means there's too much to say because it's amazing. Bidet functions means features to clean yourself with water. You'll never go back means after using it, nothing else feels good enough. Japan's love affair with technology is deep, but what's more remarkable is its integration into daily life. Love affair with means strong passion for. Remarkable means impressive. Integration into daily life means technology is part of normal, everyday activities. It's not tech for show. It's tech for living. Not tech for show means not just to look cool. Tech for living means technology that's practical and improves daily life. 7. Soft power and cultural capital. Let's be honest. Soft power is the new gold. Soft power means influencing others through culture, values, and attraction, not force. The new gold means extremely valuable today. Japan has exported its culture so effectively that millions of people know what sushi is, have binge-watched Naruto, and dream of visiting Kyoto in spring. Exported its culture means shared it with the world. Binge-watched means watched a lot of episodes in a short time. Dream of visiting means really want to go. Kyoto in spring means beautiful cherry blossoms and historical sites. Iconic Japan. This wasn't just luck. Japan's post-war identity was partly rebuilt on cultural diplomacy. Post-war identity means how Japan saw and presented itself after World War II. Cultural diplomacy means sharing culture as a way to connect with other countries. Instead of trying to dominate through politics or military might, Japan leaned into influence through beauty, art, and design. Dominate through politics or military might means control others with power or force. Leaned into means focused on or embraced. Influence through beauty, art, and design means won people over with culture and creativity. And it paid off. Paid off means gave good results. Today, Japanese culture is a global brand, and that translates to real-world impact. Global brand means known and respected around the world. Translates to real-world impact means leads to real benefits. Tourism, global trade, foreign investment, all of these are enhanced by Japan's cultural cachet. Enhanced means improved or increased. Cultural cachet means reputation for being culturally cool, stylish, or refined. 8. Social harmony and low crime rates. This one often gets overlooked. Gets overlooked means people don't notice it enough. You can't build a high-functioning society if people don't feel safe or trust each other. High-functioning society means a place where things work well. Businesses, schools, government. Feel safe means not afraid of crime or danger. Trust each other means believe others will do the right thing. Japan is notorious for its ultra-low crime rates, community policing, and an unspoken code of conduct that keeps people in check. Notorious usually means famous for something bad, but here it's used humorously to mean strongly known. Ultra-low crime rates means almost no crime. Community policing means police working closely with people in neighborhoods. Unspoken code of conduct means shared rules everyone follows without needing to say them. Keeps people in check means stops people from doing wrong. I once left my wallet in a Tokyo cafe. Came back an hour later, untouched, waiting for me. Untouched means no one took or moved it. Waiting for me means it was still there, just like I left it. This kind of societal trust isn't just a nice to have. It allows businesses to operate smoothly, government policies to be implemented effectively, and tourists to feel welcome. Nice to have means something extra or optional. Operate smoothly means work without problems. Implemented effectively means put into action in a successful way. Feel welcome means feel safe, respected, and included. 9. Adaptability in the face of crisis. Japan has faced all kinds of challenges, like the 2011 Fukushima nuclear disaster, worldwide economic problems, and a falling birth rate. Fukushima nuclear disaster means a major accident at a nuclear power plant in Japan in 2011. Falling birth rate means fewer babies are being born, so the population gets smaller over time. But Japan is still going strong. Going strong means continuing to succeed or survive well, even after trouble. Why is that? Because Japan knows how to adapt. A quiet, often ignored skill that keeps a country important for a long time, not just for a short while. Adapt means to change in order to deal with new problems or situations. Underrated means not given enough credit or attention. Relevance means being important or useful in the current time. Japan doesn't fight against change. It looks at it carefully, tries to understand it, and then makes it part of its plan. Resist change means to refuse to accept or go along with change. Integrate means to combine something into a whole, to include it fully. After the tsunami in 2011, Japan didn't just fix what was broken. It made things better than before. Tsunami means a huge sea wave caused by an earthquake. Didn't just rebuild, it redesigned means it didn't only fix things, it created new and better systems. They looked again at coastal barriers, emergency plans, and how safe their nuclear plants were. Re-examined means studied or checked something again carefully. Coastal barriers means walls or systems that protect land from ocean waves. Emergency systems means plans and tools used to help people in a disaster. Even with fewer people being born, Japan is testing out robots, AI helpers for the elderly, and smart cities. Shrinking population means fewer people living in the country. Automation means machines doing work without people. AI caregivers means robots or smart machines helping take care of old people. Smart infrastructure means technology built into roads, buildings, and cities to make life easier. It doesn't freak out. It improves itself. Panic means to suddenly get very scared and act without thinking. Evolves means slowly grows, changes, and gets better. Japan didn't become powerful by yelling. It didn't try to take over other countries with armies or buy its way into power. Didn't get where it is by shouting means didn't succeed by showing off. Conquer through colonization means take over other places by force. Cash means money, used here as a symbol for buying influence. Japan got here with discipline, the strength to bounce back, intelligence, and maybe most of all, by staying humble. Discipline means self-control and strong habits. Resilience means the ability to recover from difficulties. Humility means not thinking you're better than others. This is a country that bows instead of showing off, that cleans its own floors instead of trying to look important, that quietly solves problems instead of making a big deal about it. Bows instead of brags means shows respect instead of talking about how great it is. Polishes floors instead of egos means does humble work instead of trying to impress others. Making noise means drawing attention to yourself. And maybe that's the biggest lesson. Being truly great doesn't always mean being loud or flashy. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it shows up as a train that's never late, a phone that works for 5 years, or a man who's spent 40 years making the perfect soba noodles. Greatness doesn't always have to be loud means you don't need to show off to be truly great. Whispers means subtle, quiet, not obvious. Soba noodles means a type of Japanese noodle made from buckwheat.